What's your name, Sheriff? What is your name, Sheriff? So no comment on why there was a unanimous vote from all of you to oust Miss Heidi. You touch me.
You need to be on this side of the stanchion, please.
You heard him, don't touch him.
I didn't touch him.
Yes, you did.
What if I told you a mayor got removed from office, right? Showed up to a public meeting, sat down like nothing happened, and then got arrested. So this was not in Florida. This happened in Waldport, Oregon. Population, I didn't check it, but small probably. But the drama is pretty enormous. So there's some shady backroom meetings, some locked doors, some power trips, and a former mayor that says I'm not done yet. So the question I want to ask guys is, was this legal? Is this ethical? Or is just Waldport just has like the world's pettiest HOA with police power? So let's get into it. Let me show you this story and then we're gonna dive deeper into this.
The recently elected mayor of Waldport was removed from the Waldport City Council meeting last night. The week before, the council had voted to remove her, saying she broke the city's charter. Our Joey Vaca explains all this.
The Waldport City Council voted to remove elected Mayor Heidi Lambert following complaints against her. The council says those complaints show she broke a rule in the city's charter, but Lambert says it's not that simple.
I realized that I have a constitutional right to assert my seat, that I was an elected official.
Before she was cited with disorderly conduct and removed from a council meeting, 2 city employees filed complaints against then Mayor Heidi Lambert. The complaints from back in March say Lambert aggressively asked for scanned copies of letters in her mailbox, and the employees say the exchange left them shaken. The council heard the complaints and last week voted unanimously to remove her. They claimed it violated Rule 21G of the city's charter that says no council member can directly or indirectly direct a city employee in their duties.
So this is very interesting. So I didn't check what kind of mayor system they have, but clearly for them to be able to vote her out is definitely not a strong mayor. So imagine if Dalton, right? Dalton had that ability. They probably would have voted her out a long time ago. They tried. The only thing they had that worked was the fact that they used the recall. But again, the recall didn't work for various reasons that I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing the same answer. They were able to do this, but this is where things will get a little messier, and you guys will check it out.
Lambert tells me this is a complicated situation because community members had written formal complaints to her about the city manager that were labeled confidential.
I went to pick it up and it had already been opened and it had already been sent to the person that the complaints were about. And that was where I was confused. And so I asked the city clerk to email the council those complaints, and I was told that was not what they were directed to do.
Lambert has hired a lawyer who tells me she has no interest in suing the city she was elected to lead, but is prepared to take this issue to court if it's not resolved. And what's happening now?
I'm fighting for my seat. I have to stick with my voters, and I have to keep fighting for my seat. And I guess if it's decided that I can be removed, then I'll have to be reelected.
I did ask to interview the city council. A councilor got back to me saying the city attorney advised them not to comment publicly on the situation.
Okay, so let's get the cast of characters here. So you have the former mayor, Susan Lambert, right? So she's the mayor. She got removed under some circumstances, some cloudy circumstances, apparently. Then you got the city council. They're out there playing 4D chess, right? Except there's probably no rules and there's a broken board. And then you have the sheriff, Sheriff Shanks, pulled up like this was, I don't know, cops and decided to do what he had to do. It just seems a bit odd. It's a little murky. But the city council swears it was for the good term of the town. So what does Lambert do after this, right? She shows up for the next public city council meeting and pulls a move. You guys will see it. She just walks in and takes her seat at a table, like no yelling, apparently no speech, just as if she never left. It was like as if this was the episode of Seinfeld where Costanza he quits, but then he realizes it was a bad idea, and then Jerry convinces him, just go back to work like nothing happened. That'll work. Obviously, that didn't work, but we'll check out this situation in a second.
Howdy, folks. We are here at the Waldport City Hall today to cover the apparent removal from office of one Heidi Lambert. I don't have all the information. I'm gonna try to see what I can learn about that today. Apparently she was trying to either submit records to go on the public record or retrieve them, and asking employees to get them for her, which was a violation of her office, I believe. So I'm not exactly sure. But apparently a minor detail was the reason for her removal.
Done something illegal and been adjudicated.
Okay.
She has to be charged and found guilty.
Right, so there's not been charges or anything.
Nope, there has not. As a matter of fact, they haven't shown any process. The accusation was harassment and a hostile work environment.
Okay.
Harassment requires a protected subgroup, which isn't one here.
Okay.
Because a woman can't have a harassment suit against another woman. And
Okay.
you can't call hostile work environment after one issue. The law says it has to be more than one in a
Repeated,
pattern of
yeah.
So they have no grounds for firing her, no reason for letting her go, and they intimidated her, and then they put it in the newspaper that they released her. So they've used the public media in an inappropriate manner, and that's an abuse of their power.
Well, that is why I'm here as independent.
And I have a copy of the charter if you want to see
I would
it.
like to, yeah. At least let me get a picture of that real quick.
So from right here, it seems like, again, patterns are important. So when people decide to kick a mayor out or whatever, a public official, it can't necessarily just be one problem. It needs to be a pattern of terrible behavior, unethical behavior, or illegal behavior. If it's just she told someone to print something out, that's not enough. And they were so shaken by it. I mean, that seems a little weird. I mean, we weren't there, obviously, but it just seems a little off just by some of the stuff I'm hearing right now.
What's the pertinent parts here?
It's 29, what creates a vacancy. And you'll see it's death, adjudicated, incompetence, conviction of a felony or a crime pertaining to the office, unlawful destruction of public records, resignation, which is what they tried to force by bullying her,
Right.
a recall from office, which is what Oregon state law says is the only way to remove an elected official.
Right, there has to
and
be a
she has
vote
to
on
be
it.
in office 6 months before they can even start a recall notice.
All right, so based on that charter, how she's not the mayor? So they have the same concept as most areas. You need a recall. It looks like she hasn't been there long enough for a recall. It seems like they didn't like her and they immediately wanted her out and thought this is going to be able to fly.
Okay.
So they can't do that one either. Ceasing to possess the qualifications for office, which would be like living here, or failure to follow the appointment to office to qualify. Again, she's already done that. So
We're past that.
they have no grounds to pull her out of office.
They're in black and white. 1 and 1 is not making 3.
It does for them.
Right.
So they're trying to, do an end run around, and it just doesn't work.
Gotcha.
And it also shows in small government how often these type of things happen because they think no one is paying attention. And the smaller the area, the more power these governments have, where they think they can, if you get enough powerful people or influential people, they can do weird stuff like this and no one knows because, like I said, this place, Brandy said, population is less than 2,500 people, that they can do these type of things and think no one's going to notice. They're worrying about other things. And that's why it's important that people that do step up and challenge the government. You elected these people, you need to hold them accountable.
And are you affiliated with the city, or are you just a citizen here in
I'm just a
Walport?
citizen, and I really resent them taking my vote away and doing whatever the hell they want just because they have a disagreement with somebody.
Well, I appreciate hearing your opinion, boss. There's the shot. So right now they are still in executive session, and it is 4:08.
So basically, this is an illegal meeting because the mayor was not legally removed. So this meeting means nothing. The mayor's outside, I'm assuming, or maybe she's there. I don't think so. I think so. This meeting right off the bat isn't a legal meeting.
This executive session, which I'm hearing, I have not confirmed, was not posted beforehand.
Oh no.
But with this many people confirming the story, it'd be hard to doubt. Yep, you're on camera, lady.
Really, I miss the little things. Now it's like, oh, well, she comes home. I'm excited for her to come home. She'll be able to.
Oh, is she really gonna block this window? This lady is really gonna block the window. Check this out. She is really blocking the window right now.
Oh, that's always a good start when you want to deal with people who have nothing to hide. It's blocking windows when you couldn't hear anything anywhere. So to me, it looks like there's violations, big violations, and it looks like there's some issue with some people with agendas back and forth. Clearly, this was in my opinion, and I see right here, this was an illegal executive session. You can't do that. So what is going on here? Obviously, you see the constituents outside. They're pissed off. What's going on? Why did Sheriff Adam Shanks decide to arrest her? There's a lot going on. So let's check out more of what's going on here.
What, are you not afraid to have your picture taken?
They're blocking the windows.
You are being childish. You are being childish right now, people. Children, you are acting like children.
Hello.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Another day.
So I guess this is where the arrest is going to happen. She's going to be escorted. So as you see, Lambert sat down as she's probably supposed to be sitting in the middle. She's the mayor, and the sheriff is there ready to, I guess, remove her. So we're seeing exactly, in my opinion, right off the bat, this is illegal. Not enough time has passed. Not enough has been said. What else did she do? Did she take money? Did she travel to Africa? Did she spend $150,000 on a Tahoe? Did she pay overtime over $1 million to have police follow her? We need more than what is currently. It's not enough here. That's it's just not enough.
You can stand up and take care of it right now. Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Democracy is you can stop. You can too. You did this. Stand up. I vote. You can do it.
You voted unanimously to fire. Stand up and unanimously vote to keep her.
Yeah.
We voted her in.
I didn't vote for anyone of my vote. I voted for this person, and you have taken away my vote. You think we're going to forget that? We are not.
Never forget that.
Stand up. Somebody stand up.
City council is in the wrong on this. 100%.
Yep.
Recall.
Oh my God. Yeah, really, get them nice and close. We know who they are.
Have their opinions.
Well.
That's right.
Yes.
In the power of democracy.
She was elected.
That's right.
The charter is misinterpreted by Dan Cutter like every other charter law.
Yep.
Yeah. How corrupt.
We now know this. We know this.
I think very carefully, Sheriff.
And Morris.
We know.
I would think very carefully.
There is state law that no elected official can be removed for the first 6 months.
There's so many laws being broken. Right now, we're going to watch it happen. We're going to watch it happen.
Let's get their names.
Am I under arrest?
Go real slow on Susan Woodruff there.
I need to hear my name on Miranda rights before I speak. You gotta be kidding.
You got to be kidding me.
This is kind of crazy. Wait, this is actually baffling. So she hasn't been there for 6 months. They just made up some rule. Like, no, we voting you out because you asked us to do this one thing. If people are yelling conspiracy, it sounds like a conspiracy to me. Like, this is very, like, again, they're figuring out, like, why she's being removed. She's being arrested. Like, what is this? Let's say, what is this, Soviet Union 2.0? Like, what is going on here?
No way. City council. I'm sorry.
Shame.
Recall. This is bullying.
You will not live this
It's
down.
abusive.
Shame indeed.
Anyone else?
Well, you can't even hold your head up.
Furious?
Shame.
Furious?
Look at what you done.
No morals.
Look at what you done.
No nothing.
Infuriated.
You're disappointed.
I'm beyond disappointment.
That's actually a pretty good point. It's probably she's not playing ball. She's not doing what the rest of the city council wants her to do, and they want her gone. And they thought, if we can ensure the person make some fake weird excuse on why we need her removed, and no one's going to talk about it because this place only has 2,000 some people. Who cares about this? And that's a problem now with social media. You may think you can get away with it, but you can't.
That was a couple of weeks ago.
No.
They can turn this around any second.
Just get that on film.
You're under
arrest right now.
What are the charges?
What's your name, Sheriff? What is your name, Sheriff? What's your name, Sheriff? Dorf?
Ashamed of yourself. Shameful.
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, sir. You're not allowed to be on the stanchion. Excuse me, sir.
You're not allowed back in this area.
I'm sorry. You need to go on this side of the stanchion.
Don't you fucking touch me, ma'am.
Don't you
fucking touch me.
You need to be on this side of the stanchion, please.
You heard him. Don't fucking touch him.
I didn't touch him.
Yes, you fucking did. Don't fucking lie to me.
Excuse me. Thank you.
All right, let's all calm down a little bit. Let's all calm down. Yeah, this is happening across the country. It looks like it's illegal. It looks illegal. Very, very shady. Very, very shady. She should show up until they recall her. It's supposed to be a recall. Do the recall. If she's that terrible, they'll recall her. They'll get her removed. Haynard did get recalled in terms of the votes. More people voted to kick her out, even that happened 2 years ago. If you believe that this person is what you say, remove her from office.
Yeah, maybe you should have had it cordoned off before.
We did. And
It was not.
They went through and you followed them.
Jan Cutter.
You seem angry. You're shaking. Are you all right? Would you
Oh,
like
I am
to help you?
absolutely. I am fine, ma'am. Are you proud of your actions here today?
I absolutely. What did you expect me to do?
How dare you?
You're proud of blocking off the window so the media cannot view this illegal executive session? Yes, I know that was you. I know that was you.
How can you do this?
Valentine.
How can you legally do
Now,
this?
excuse me, people. I'm gonna run around this way.
Yo, this guy ain't playing around. He's trying to get to the bottom of this. He ain't playing around.
So we have a job to do, and that's what we're doing. Okay, so what you're going to do?
So you're not gonna do anything about the illegal executive session today?
And then I'm going to go inside, and I'm going to just show them my ticket, and I'm going to sit down. Right?
Deputy Shanks?
I'm going to ask you, sir, just to step back. You can record and you can do what you want, but I need you to step back from my area right here. Okay?
I took a step back.
Better to be an asshole than being in a whole ass. I like that comment. I like that one. Oh, really? Well, thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm going to still be doing the lives at least once a week. Usually I go live during the meetings and city council meetings, but I think at this juncture, stuff like this is happening. We need to get live. We need to talk about it, converse, all that good stuff. So let's finish the rest of this.
You just hang out with me here. Okay. You're not in handcuffs. Just stay with me until I give you the citation. you're free as a citizen. Okay?
So no action on the illegal executive session today? That's a law. Aren't you guys supposed to enforce all laws? Aren't you guys supposed to enforce all laws, Deputy Shanks? This meeting that was not posted for the public.
So Tracy K says, does the city manager have the legal right to open confidential mail to the mayor, especially since the 12 letters were complaints about wrongdoing by the city manager, conflict of interest? And she said, if you guys remember the beginning, the news segment, she said those letters were opened already. Who opened them? And then I guess whoever that there was some complaints about, they did not want those complaints to come out. And they probably believed that this mayor wasn't going to play ball, and then she had to go. And everyone that was there that allowed that to happen were in on it. All those counts of people that sat there and allowed this to go on were in on it. So what is really happening in this town?
That is illegal. Are you going to do anything about it?
If they get orders, do they do it?
Oh, you have to get orders. You have to get orders for that, huh? Just the public officials that you like don't get this kind of treatment, or what's the deal?
You can issue orders and you can't. That's the problem, right?
Yeah, who would issue you the order to deal with this illegal executive session? Yeah, who issued you guys the orders to come out here today? Who called you guys to come out today?
Cutter.
Huh, Shanks? Was it Cutter? I don't know the guy. I'm just asking questions. I never heard the name before today.
I'm pretty sure.
You gonna confirm that? Deny it?
So I think right now they're getting this, writing her a citation.
Walk over here. What was the other sheriff's name, just so I can get out of here and go back inside? Yeah. One more time, sorry.
Deputy Dorsey.
Dorsey? All right, thank you. Looks like you guys got it handled here. They're citing her.
Publicity, yes.
And you have an obligation to post your minutes, and you're not posting your minutes. Therefore, you're talking about people in executive session without letting them know.
Wait, what? You see that? They didn't post minutes. No one knows there's supposed to be a real meeting happening. Didn't have executive session. What is going on? This looks really bad on these 7 people here I'm looking at right now, or 6. This looks terrible. You have to post the minutes. That's one of the things I did learn. A lot of local government knowledge. I realized that, yeah, you have to make sure the meetings, the minutes are sent. It looks like 2 days before the meeting. All those little small things that a lot of us didn't know, now we do. And this group of people are blatantly destroying all of those rules.
Transparency. That's not okay.
No.
You're making decisions
None of
in
this
closed
is okay.
session.
Yeah,
That's not okay.
Not okay.
Not okay.
Rick, Jerry, I've got hope for both of you. I don't know about after today.
Really? 6-0 vote?
Time to stand up. Time to stand up.
I'm curious, one more point here, and then I'm going to try and be quiet. I went to the meeting at Community Center prior to election, run by the Democratic Party. Both of you running for mayor, and Heidi. Why are, you're not Centilia's daughter?
No.
Who said, where is she? She's not on the council. She's not here anymore? Period?
No, she lost. Period, she
lost. Okay, but Jerry, you were there, and you said, no, you really didn't want to take this position, but you were there as a third candidate. So, why were you in the group chat there with how many of us were there? 30, 40? 30, 40. And you're sitting on council? Are you going to be appointed?
Okay, so this is the guy that they're having some issues with here, the city manager. And if they were in the right, that someone would step up and talk. You can tell by their body language, there's a lot of shame here, or maybe they don't give a damn. But I just feel like if they really cared and believed what they were doing was correct, someone should talk. The whole population of Wallport, Oregon is in there probably, and they need to speak. A lot of legal shenanigans is happening right now.
It is the incoming mayor.
He did not run for
He
mayor.
ran
He ran for council.
Why were you up front with the other two then?
Because there were only 3 of us who agreed to come. Oh my God, we are not appointing.
It was about the mayor, though, it wasn't about council.
Council member that chose to come.
You answered every question that was sent to the mayors. Why were you there? You had no part of it.
Yes, I was invited. All those running for.
I was invited too. We were all invited.
We were all invited. He was the only one that could attend as a council representative that day.
You should have been an audience member.
Well, I was invited to come.
So my question is, are they passing the torch to you for becoming the next mayor?
No.
Is anybody on board getting the torch?
Who's going to be mayor?
Who's going to be the mayor? Who are you going to appoint?
It is on our agenda.
We haven't got that to our meeting yet.
What's the process?
It's on the agenda.
May I answer your concern?
That's it.
We haven't decided yet.
For mayor anyway.
But I suspect what will happen is that what I believe anyway is the voters who choose the next mayor. We will not choose the next mayor. I don't believe. I think that we already chose our mayor. We chose Heidi.
Come on, Heidi for mayor. Heidi.
This is just a big cluster F. Brandy says some dispute between Wallport, Beachcomber Day officers, supporters in the city. She violated city charter by trying to direct city employees to deal with Beachcomber complaints instead of working through the city manager, Dan Cutter. And that's it? That's you lose your ability to be mayor off of this. That can't be just a discussion, have a meeting and kind of work this out. That she was so aggressive that they were so scared they had to kick this person out. Connor says that the charter says city council, not mayor. The amount of the things that we see mayors get away with, and in this place, as soon as she did this one thing, she's out.
Mayor. Heidi for
Oof.
mayor. She can run again,
She
I
didn't
guess.
do anything wrong to be voted off.
I know.
Voted out.
Not at this extreme level.
I don't understand.
The only thing
what
that's been
happened.
provided was upload an email.
Right. Addressed to her.
Now, I'm curious. I don't know the story. I don't know any of you. From one of your guys' words, what happened that you guys ousted her?
I encourage you to go.
Who's in charge of this meeting? Is it Dan?
No, you're Mr. Dan Cutter over there silencing the public information. Anyway.
Due to a possible legal litigation, we are not, from Heidi, we are not allowed to speak on that matter.
So Dan is the real mayor. The city manager is telling everyone to shut up, don't talk about it, because he's running the show. I mean, I would say you kind of have to tell the public what happened. They have some level of explanation. You can't just, I mean, I think they eventually have a notice later on, but this is not a good look.
Real informative, thank you. That's real informative, thank you.
That's from her attorney, sorry.
Heidi will be coming back in here with her citation.
Then he's incompetent.
Yeah.
Good.
Right now.
Read
In
that.
2 minutes.
Other side.
Oh, good.
So no comment on why there was a unanimous vote from all of you to oust Ms. Heidi.
Part of the media.
You have an important question.
Media.
And I'd like to address it.
Please, yes, thank you.
I believe that if you will read the statement that was just placed on the website this afternoon from the council.
Okay.
Council speaking, not the city manager. The
Okay.
council speaking. What happened as we saw it, and what we did, and why we did it.
So you have released an official statement on the website?
Yes.
Okay.
Where's the investigation? Where is their investigation?
Read it to us.
Right before the right?
If I could ask one more question, and then I will step down and yield. I have heard several allegations that this executive session you were in for a while before everyone came in here was not posted online. Do you have any comment on that?
Yeah, but at 4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock, not a closed session at 3.
There is a difference between the city council session and an executive session, and an executive session needs to be posted beforehand.
You had us locked out, and you guys were in here in executive session at 3 o'clock.
I walked in the door at 3:55 in the back.
Absolutely not. You walked in. I saw you walk in.
Yes, but it did not start until 4 o'clock.
You had us locked.
What was the executive session about? Why was the executive session not posted?
It was posted.
Not enough time.
So you guys didn't say a word to each other.
Violation of the meeting, public meeting.
You don't care about us at all.
No words. You sat here in
You
silence
don't care
from 3
about
to 4.
us at all.
You don't care about public
No.
opinion.
You don't care about your citizens.
So how long ago was it posted?
Staring at us, blank faces.
I think it was like Monday or Tuesday.
You don't belong in your seat.
You say Monday or Tuesday?
Why was the door locked the whole time that we were out there, and then we went around the side to stand under cover because it was pouring
Thank you.
down rain because we couldn't get into City Hall, and you guys closed the blinds on us. Why were we locked out of City Hall?
It's an executive session. No one can be in here, even the officers.
Actually, you had a representative of the news media here. Don't lie.
No, they weren't. They were in the back room.
This is insane. This type of thing is happening across the country, and even where you probably are living, especially if you live in a small area, small towns where it's not that many people, and enough people got upset. If you're 100% correct in what you did, you should be able to stand up and able to explain it. It may not be necessarily the most popular decision, but the fact that they're not being really honest, they're not being really transparent, locking people out, covering the doors, keeping people outside. How many times have we seen this type of thing happen in local government? They can't just explain what happened. This is a meeting. It's only 12,000 of y'all. Let's try to be more of a community, explain what is going on. But it just seems to me that there clearly is some shadiness going on. Clearly.
We had a meeting. You had a meeting? They had to go in the back room
They were back
because
there,
we
they
had our
started
meeting.
at 4 o'clock.
Do you get that we're mad? Do you get that?
So-
Are you
and you-
noticing? Do you care about our feelings or our opinions or my vote being disenfranchised? Do you care about that? You took away my vote. Do you
Let them
care?
answer if they care first, because they didn't answer.
They don't seem to be.
Oh, I care.
They're looking at Cutter to see if he says it's okay to answer.
The mayor and the council are unpaid. The city manager has more power than the mayor, and there's a power struggle between the mayor and the manager. It seems like that's what's going on, and I guess this is where the people are mad. Like, hey, we voted for this person. You try to kick him out before the 6 months before the recall. Not good. Yang said, if I had to guess someone that has been in a position for too long, too much trust to the council to trust their words. Trusted. That may be a good point too. If this guy has a lot of power and influence, he may have been able to either convince or intimidate or even just persuade to say, you know what, we don't need this person right now. Let's just take her out, get someone else to jump in and be the mayor. Maybe they will play ball. And maybe whatever complaints are about the city manager won't necessarily mean anything because we have another person that we can trust to get that position.
They all look at him, and then he says yes or
Can I
no.
say something?
Mr. Cutter, it's really bad form to smile during this. There's a lot of there's people that are really upset, and every time you smile, it's really disrespectful to
All
of us
6
that
of
are
them
here.
look at him to see if they can answer or not. That's pretty
Because
sick.
he's the one that runs it all.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for him.
Right?
Nobody voted for him.
He controls the narrative to all of you. None of us have access to any of you.
And we know now. I'm somebody who didn't know any of this like 4 weeks ago. I know now.
And he
I did not know before. I know now.
You wrote the statement yourself?
Dan Cutter did not write the statement. I wrote the statement myself.
Was he in the room?
He approved
No,
it.
he was not. I did it in the
He
middle of the
approved
night,
it.
last night.
Can they hear the statement?
So cool.
So funny.
They
So
won't
funny
share
over
that.
there. No.
They won't share anything.
It's there on the website.
So Dan's talking again, you guys. Dan's instructing. Let's listen to what he has.
That's right. We're getting the rest.
How about you just listen to us, Dave?
Oh, now he's asking what they want to do.
Yeah. We need to be able to progress with city business. We're being way off the sheriff.
We want a mayor. We want our mayor back.
Yeah.
Yes. Poor
Bring
you.
Heidi back. We voted for her. You had no right to do what you did.
This town should come to a standstill until we get our mayor back.
Business?
We got it.
There's nothing You have no other business. Jeez.
Take note, there are two people laughing in the room, Dan Cutter, Susan Woodruff.
Right. Yep. Hysterical. Wildly funny.
It's a legal matter now.
That's you can change that. It's always your out. It's change it right now. It's not. You can
Wyoming girl says the Walport City. Damn, that's a nice amount of money. That's a nice amount of money. I'm assuming the living expenses in this area are probably not as high as New York City. Probably not. You could probably go pretty far with $100K. And with that kind of money and power, I mean, the fact that he's laughing, he thinks this is funny. He thinks he's going to get away with this. The level of narcissism. I don't know what it is about that personality. Well, no, I'll take that back. Of course you would want to be in politics or in power. Those are the kind of personalities that thrive. They want the power, and then when they get there and they get it, they do whatever it takes to keep it. This is crazy. The minimum age is 60, so it all looks like retirees and whatnot. All these old people. Listen, old people, we call them OGs here, okay? They care the most. Because I think as you get older, you really understand how the world works, and you see how things are done, and you see who's really pulling the strings and who's doing what. You're not running around trying to figure it all out. You already kind of figured it out. You raise your kids, you got grandkids, and you look around and you say, what the hell is going to happen in here? Like, why certain things are the way they are? And you have some more times to kind of figure this out. So, all love to the OJs out here trying to make a difference.
raise your hand and say, I move that we rescind our thing, and everybody can vote. You can be done in 2 minutes.
You could have done that before the sheriff took her.
Yeah.
You could have
do
all
it right now
and voted unanimously to keep her as our mayor.
If you got power to oust somebody, you got power to bring it back.
Again, you could have all unanimously voted to change your decision before she had to be taken out of here by the sheriff.
Yeah, you can do it anytime.
We voted her in, and I don't like losing my vote.
That's their request.
Listen,
You remove
can I
this
have
force?
just for a second, guys?
Sure.
Ms. Lambert's sitting right here, obviously. We just discussed and dealt with what we had to.
Gave her a ticket.
Yeah.
She is back in her as a citizen at this point.
And
for the
mayor.
rest of the meeting. I'm not disputing any of this. I'm just letting you know that she's sitting in the crowd. We have to be able to maintain a meeting for this council.
Why? They didn't uphold.
So basically, they still fundamentally kicked her out of the meeting. She may not be able to. They didn't kick her out of the hall. But if she can't sit where she's supposed to be as the mayor, the sheriff still fundamentally kick her out of the meeting, still kicking her out of her duty as a mayor.
We are telling them what their agenda needs to be.
I understand that, but
This is the
we
meeting.
have to maintain peace in the meeting.
We're not something violent about this. Nothing's happening violent.
They need to be able to hold their business without.
This is the business.
This is the only business right now.
I understand, but they have a right to hold their meeting.
We elected them. We have the rights.
Hey, that's the sheriff. Let the sheriff talk. He's not on the council. He's
Don't
the
give it
sheriff.
inch. Don't give it inch.
Let him speak. Let's just hear him out.
Letting you know that statutorily they have a right to conduct their business.
Or
There
you get arrested, as like Heidi did?
Yeah.
You can be asked to leave. We can go through that process. I don't want to get there with
I don't blame
anybody.
you. That's a really,
That
really
would not
tough
bad
position
look.
you're in
Bad
right now.
look.
I would
Bad
be
look.
bad look as in
Bad
council.
look.
It is very tough. So
And enough, you have a whole package.
You want us to vote for you guys?
I would be really
Everybody is elected officials here.
I'm just asking for everyone's at least.
They're not even letting public comment.
Seriously, when is
Control
the
that meeting.
No public comment? So clearly, I've seen enough, at least we're almost done. They're shady and they're hiding something. No public comment. They had a meeting right before 4:00. It was executive meeting, pretended it wasn't. There's a lot going on here. that screams that the mayor, Heidi, she needs to lawyer up and get her seat back.
So what are you saying? Get to the
I'm
point.
asking for you to let them conduct their business.
No.
It's our
This is their business. This is the town mission from Heidi. If she gives the nod, can I ask, why was she arrested?
What was the charge?
Yeah, what was the charge? What was the charge?
My charge was disrupting the peace.
Hilarious.
Crazy.
Disrupting the peace.
The piece of what?
She was sitting in her chair.
Wow. What it came down
But I also
to,
support her. I support her being our mayor.
the decision was based on the council followed their charge to remove her from their reading.
But it's not.
Did you read the charter before you arrested her?
I'm trying to explain.
You
It's
should
not
read the
about
charter before you
about
arrest them.
allowing them to conduct a lawful.
It's one man's interpretation of a
That's
charter,
by statute, and that's where this whole process falls under, and that's what I'm trying to
which is
explain. They have to be able
misinterpreted.
to hold their meeting.
This is part of their meeting, though.
She refused to leave.
Yeah,
She's the mayor.
She's the mayor.
I understand.
They have the power to turn this around right now. You're not on the righteous
She
side
was
of
voted
it.
in by all of us.
Remain peaceful. We're gonna remain peaceful. Let's let them conduct their business.
I agree. We're not gonna get anywhere by interrupting.
Well,
These guys aren't gonna change their mind. They're not gonna release the information they used to do the investigation. It's all gonna remain hidden. It's gonna take a lawsuit to get it fixed.
Well, now we know, is all I'm saying. We know.
To sue the city to get the information to show what you did. Thank you very much.
Each one of you have showed your true colors to your community. There will be a recall, guaranteed.
There is going to be a recall.
Totally.
Oh, yes. You're done.
Every
single one of them.
All of them.
We didn't give you a chance.
Shame on you.
With a petition for an audit.
Yes, you will be
Hopefully,
seen
it
and all.
eats at you, but
We'll be voting our mayor back in. Mayor Heidi.
not.
We'll be voting
So
her
we
back
expect all of
in.
you to double down and talk shit in public.
I know, there will be a big voting.
All right, so we're at number 5 of the consent agenda, which is the minutes, committee reports, and external entries. Does anyone have anything to change on that, or can we get a motion to accept those? 5. Consent agenda.
Well, it looks like they're just gonna go with the meeting. I'll watch another minute to see if there's anything else happening.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
I got a motion, can I get a second? I got a first and a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? And I hope you guys have, it's almost a weekend, a great weekend. Meeting's adjourned.
I'm gonna need your name, please. You work for the city, right?
Dan, do you know what you need the name
I need your name, please. Miss, what is your name? You had plenty of confidence to throw a table in front of the window and to come touch me. What is your name? You work here for the city, though, obviously. So it's a matter of public record. I need your name so I can file a public records request about it. You're digging your hole deeper here. Just give me your name. I mean, all these deputies were willing to give me their name. What is your name, miss? You are that afraid of transparency?
Maybe come back during his hours and make the information.
Well,
Was about to cry or something?
well, I can't request the information unless I know her name.
You can ask the city staff here.
All right. Hey, excuse me. Dan, what is this young lady's name?
I'm sorry?
What is this young lady's name? Because I need it for a public records request.
For a public record request?
Yes.
Okay, well,
So what's her name? So I can fill it
all of our
up.
staff has information. I'm not going to provide third parties' names.
I do know that.
Very transparent of you. Thank you. Excuse me, boss. Can I get this young lady's name that works for the city?
Unless she wants to give it to you, sir.
Well, it's a matter of public record. I need that so I can fill out a public records request tomorrow.
Dan, what? We don't provide third parties.
Yo, listen, Dan is running the show. Dan is the man. Dan the man. Hey, Dan, can I answer this question? How do you want me to answer it, Dan? Okay.
If you want to send a public records request in for our employees' names.
You are making the situation worse for yourself by doing this.
I'm sorry.
You are not being transparent here. You are shadowing and veiling the truth from the public.
The group that I saw today was attacking and aggressive. I will follow the law to it.
We shall see. We shall see. Very cowardly actions.
All right. I think we're good. We're good for this one. I'll keep a track on this one. This was crazy. It's definitely a lot of nonsense happening in that area. They arrested the mayor for disturbing the peace. She was cited and released but returned in the meeting as a citizen. So she was effectively kicked out of the meeting. And a lot of people, now let me see if do they have the statement? Let's read the statement. And they posted that about 5 days ago. So we'll just get a little bit of why they kicked her out. They said, on May 25th, Mayor Lambert came to City Hall. She aggressively demanded staff to follow her direction and create a hostile environment for them. That was unnecessary and unlawful. The act described in 2 letters of the complaint and supporting witness statement violated the rules established under the city charter. Many cities throughout Oregon have almost an identical law. Elected officials don't get to boss staff around. Is that they actually wrote that? That's very professional. Our staff did the correct thing. They repeatedly directed the mayor to the city manager's office. What the mayor demanded did not matter. That is our community law as established in the charter and this charter of the citizens of Wallport adopted in 1996. A rebel with a cause. I will try to remember to put the link in the description. But a very crazy, crazy story. Absolutely insane. I hope they get their just due and put her back as she belongs.